How's the corporate world up there, big shot? Hey, hey?
New Atlantis is the shining beacon of humanity these days, so they say. I'd argue that the beacon of humanity should be measured in our overall survival.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Truly. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day. And yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler. They're listening. I don't. Not for sure. It's all a theory, certainly, but it is completely supported by the data and observation, like all good science. It's the best we have to go on right now. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news. We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it'll become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself, and some nearby portion of the city, to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response, and clearly none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. No, nor in the short run, as it turned out. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years. Clever, but no, not necessarily. The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch. I knew you would understand. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Can you believe this tree was here before the city? want to take some time to relax here, I get it. Just don't get too lost in the distractions. We have a lot to do.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend. So glad you stopped by today. Ah, thank you so much, my friend. I believe that this will be a great boon for my business. Thank you for taking the time to do this for me. It is not often to see such kindness here in Neon. Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens. Things have improved, my friend, thanks to you. But even when business is good, there are still ebbs and flows. The debt, on the other hand, is constant. I am sorry, my friend, but I can do no such thing. When a man signs a contract, he must honor it, no matter the terms. But you clearly don't need it, and I certainly do. I suppose that is your point. I do agree KeltCorp has more than they can loan or spend. Oh, maybe you're right. As much as it means to me, my pride cannot be my ruin. It seems I have been too prideful. I have always believed that if a person works hard and makes no trouble, they can achieve any goal. But in reality, no one can do it alone. I'm grateful that you and Miss McKenna have reminded me of this. Tell her I will accept her generosity, and I will find a way to repay her kindness. Certainly, my friend. I hope you have a glorious day, my friend.
I'm interested in some of your mining gear, but I'm gonna need a discount.
I'm sorry.
And other news on the lifeless planet of Terra.
James, hello there! Absolutely!
Neon's premier seller of all things.
I know, right? I feel like I caught them in a lie.
You fought hard to get to where you are. Here in Neon,
wouldn't call
you
it
live
better,
the rare...
None of this can blow back on me. All of our items are exquisite goods for discerning tastes. Come back soon. You never know what we'll have for sale.
What's up?
You hate it here already? We just moved here. I think you should give it a
Now is the time to enhance your life. Here at Enhance, we are...
We've been here an hour already. Maybe you should have figured out what you wanted before we came.
It's a perfect day for a different you. Welcome to Enhance. If you're tired of seeing that same old face in the mirror every morning and you're looking for something different, we can help. Our state-of-the-art machinery uses a patented proprietary technology that can reshape your facial features or give you a new head of hair. For a small, one-time fee, you can enhance yourself and bring a big, warm smile to your brand new face.
Plus, it's me, you know? It's one thing to screw up options.
If you're looking for a new you, I'm always ready to help.
Look at you. Beautiful.
Benjamin Bayou's Tower. It's big, all right. Not sure what else it is, but it's big.
Of a daring robbery. Captain Petrick, who has been under
Come on!
Right now.
How are you doing? It's been a while since we had a chance to catch up.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee to fish near Neon's? Music is
god-tier level stuff, but you got to be on Aurora to really hear it.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Let's head over to the Astro Lounge later. I want to...
Yeah, you. You really going to walk on by?
Passed by the store today,
let's
boss.
settle this once
Tag's
and for
still
all.
on it.
Velocity or Chimera?
It's gonna stay that way.
You kidding? Chimera all day? Hey,
Good for him.
why do you think I'm here?
I don't know.
Love the
Chimera's
vibe of this
nice,
place.
but Velocity
Here for a drink?
will get
A
you
chimera,
far.
perhaps? Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace.
Right. Where the hell did Micah learn to mix a drink like that anyway?
Well, let's face
Customers choose our lounge because they desire a more relaxed and sedate journey as they experience the joy of Aurora. We have no blaring music, No crowds, no chaos. The mood here is specifically crafted to allow a full range of mindful self-exploration. Sorry, no. Aurora sales are only permitted through the Astral Lounge. We simply provide a safe haven for you to enjoy it in peace. If you desire access to the lounge, you can purchase admittance for a completely reasonable fee. Otherwise, you're welcome to relax, listen to our music, and perhaps enjoy a chimera. Not only will you be able to experience one of the most exclusive Aurora lounges in Neon, you also have access to our private bar. The bartender down there is a personal friend of mine, and he sells some rather unique items. It's a specialty alcoholic beverage only served here at Euphorica. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. A wise choice. Here's your access key. Please let us know if anything in the lounge interferes with your comfort. If you need anything else, please, don't hesitate to ask. Of course, I recommend our house specialty, the Chimera. It's a unique triple-layer drink that I believe you'll find quite delightful. It consists of mild cold soju on the top, a thin layer of fruit liqueur in the middle, and a strong dark soju at the bottom. The initial mildness of Chimera slowly warms the senses, which rapidly transitions into a sudden burst of sweetness from the fruit liqueur. This sweetness braces the palate for the impact of the much stronger, robust finish. It's a drink of my own design. I see. I'd be willing to divulge this information for the right price. When clients come to my bar, they expect a certain amount of discretion. Eroding their trust is not something I'm willing to do for free. Because when you work the bar, your clients tend to be more honest than they'd like to be. And besides, information isn't a drink that you can sample. Thank you for your business. The man you want goes by the name of Stratos. You'll find him at Madame Savage's. He's what you would call a fan of Miss Borealis's works. Or maybe fanatic is a more accurate term. Either way, he's the one you want. But you didn't hear it from me. He's one of the usual lowlifes you'll find at Madame Savage's. He's also a very fervent admirer of Miss Borealis and her work. It wouldn't surprise me if that admiration extended to her possessions. For fans like him, trinkets and mementos are a way to get closer to the one they admire. Fallen stardust. We have one of the best alcohol selections in town. You're always welcome here.
Yes? What?
If you wish to relax with some Aurora, I have plenty available. Hello there! On behalf of Euphorica, I welcome you to our members' lounge. I'll be happy to provide whatever you need from our private bar to enhance your experience. Can I get you anything? Some Aurora, perhaps?
Perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the members' lounge?
Yes. Well, due to the extreme exclusivity of the members' lounge, we like to keep the fact that we offer Aurora confidential. You can rest assured that purchasing Aurora from this establishment is not only safe, it's completely legal. Of course, no purchases are required. You're more than welcome to simply relax, absorb the energy, and center yourself. We also offer an assortment of beverages, so feel free to browse our selection anytime. Begging your pardon, I find that fraternizing with the customers can lead to problems. I prefer my private life remain my own. No offense intended. Thank you. Let me know if I can help in any other way. Certainly. May I suggest you start with some Aurora? Please, let me know if you'd like any Aurora.
Looks like you need to relax.
Epside is ours. The strikers are a bunch of babies, afraid of a little blood. You like art? Oh, you'll like this. Just head on over to Neon Tactical and check out the robot. It's my best work.
Bourbon or whiskey, please.
Are you in a gang?
Of course.
You sound like a middle-aged bank teller.
Thanks, my
Yeah, I'm in a gang. The Disciples. Maybe you've heard of them. Euphorica's home for people like us. And by people like us, I mean killers, thugs, and thieves. Now, I haven't killed anyone in a while, but that just means I'm due. Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint. That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd sting for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think I will? Yeah, it's hard to predict crazy. Never know what he might do. Except that's why we hit up his store in the first place. We need more firepower. You aren't playing around, are you? I felt my blood start to stir. All right, all right. The Cyclops is one thing, but I know better than to mess with you. Besides, that Model A shredded my gun arm. I can't aim straight, let alone paint. Here, you give this to that freak and tell him we're even. Yeah, beat it.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gangs.
I get so nervous before a grav jump. Like, what if the ship jumps?
Core kinetics isn't the only...
Looking to blow a hole in something?
Good work. I hope you made him squirm. No, that's exactly how you send a message. Still, I won't argue with results. Thanks. Styx is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. Styx, how's this month looking?
I'm sorry, I did not understand your query. Please rephrase.
I'm asking for the sales report.
Understood. Current data shows.
Edside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Look, I ain't gonna stand around here all day, right? You want the stuff or not?
I'm still interested, but you're asking almost double the going rate.
What? You think this stuff falls from the sky?
Look, I've bought Aurora on the street before, and I've never paid this much.
Still cheaper than buying it at the Astro Lounge. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna ask. Then I'm walking away. Do you want this stuff or not?
Fine, fine. I'll transfer the credits and you can leave it in the usual place. I really need to stop hanging out in Upside.
This place is like... my second home.
Mate, I love her music so much. I'm talking about Borealis, mate. I vibe with that bird hard. She's a beast on the beats, and I love her. Got a track in me head right now. Boom! 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 Yeah, hear it? It's bloody mood, innit? I just need some more Aurora so I can get me head bobbing with the wave. Find that zone. Yeah, which is why it pains me to be here and not in the Astral Lounge. I can't stand being away from that place. And, but I can't listen to Borealis if I'm not zoning. That bird's song deserves the best eye Aurora can fly. Mate, there's no way in hell I'm giving you this. This slate brings me closer to her. As her biggest fan, I feel like I deserve to have it. I didn't steal anything. Borealis always says her music belongs to her fans. So I just took what was mine. I don't know. I think it is. I'm not giving up this slate. Why would I part with the one thing that connects me to her? And who are you? You don't speak for her. Damn. I didn't realize this was a work in progress. Right. She don't even know who I am. I'm keeping this late. Me and Borealis. We got a connection. I'm not letting you mess with that. Have you been to the Astral Lounge? Borealis frickin' rocks. It's the way she makes the colors dance. With most beats, you get these colourful flashes, and the world gets all wavy-like. But Borealis makes the Aurora dance like nothing I've ever seen. Her mods puts out a spectrum of colours that don't even exist. When she hits those high notes, and you're completely zoned, you don't just ride the wave, you steer it. Just all right. Are you trying to pick a bloody fight with me because it's damn well working? Borealis's mods are an experience. Every note is like a set of hands lifting you up into the zone real gentle-like. And when it peaks, it's like you reached a whole new state of being. Mate, there's no way in hell I'm giving you this. This slate brings me... Well, if you bloody had any, maybe we could talk. Sure.
Got a second to chat? I'm in the market for a job that'll get me out of Neon. If you need some muscle on your crew, I might be your girl. I think so. I've never been on one before, but I'm a quick learner and I'm trained for combat. I hear the space lanes are getting more dangerous every day. It might be nice to have a tough chick around, right? Damn, I really...
New customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have 2 simple rules you need to know. Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. You don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. Deux. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage does not offer credit. Good? Ça c'est bon? Oh, well, thank you very much for the compliment. I'm told my family tree traces itself back to Europe, on Earth. Specifically the region known as France. A long and proud history, no? Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told. A rare commodity in Epside. I like you already.
We're not looking to stir anything up. Unless it's a cocktail.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try velocity, perhaps? Or do you prefer something with a little less kick? It's nothing less than heaven in a glass. As though the universe itself was resting her lips on yours. My own personal creation. You want information? Go read a book. You want a drink? Talk to Madame Sauvage. That's how things work in my place. Of course, of course. Anything for my special new customer. Administrator Bayou has forbidden any place other than the Astral Lounge from selling Aurora. Now, if Euphorica wants to sell it in their members' lounge, or Legrand wants to mix it into blend, that's their choice. Moi? I prefer to stay off of Bayou's radar and keep Neon security off my back. Unfortunately, that will have to remain my secret for now. It's safe if the identities of the involved parties remain anonymous. Let's just say I was owed a substantial debt, and the bar was how I got paid, and leave it at that. On my home planet, we have beautiful beaches. And during certain times of the year, the ocean lights up in beautiful spectrums of color. Now, science will tell you that this is from tiny microscopic organisms that are emitting bioluminescent light. But I believe it's so much more. I think it's a dance, a celebration. It's nature's way of giving thanks to the sun for nourishment. It's breathtaking. That is the essence of velocity. It's a toast to nature and all its splendid wonders. A sudden merger of humankind to the cosmos. We'll see you again soon, yes?
What are you looking at? This? This is Ebside Striker's turf.
Only the upstairs. Don't bother my customers.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? You know where to find me.
Astral Lounge, Euphorica, blah blah blah. This place is where it's at.
A good song can play on repeat for hours, and it never gets old.
Live your best life. We'll be here when technicians quickly and painlessly.
An unnamed tracker opened fire on their market themselves.
The Astral Lounge spared no expense with their marketing, huh?
Feel like getting zoned? I got what you need. Excellent choice. The Sky Suite offers luxury and sophistication. And since you'll be living in the same tower as the... Enjoy the lounge. Welcome to the Astral Lounge. Sure. Could I tempt you with some Aurora, perhaps? Come back soon.
This place is insane!
Hello. Gangs can keep from killing each other.
Here at Enhance, we offer a full range
Have your fun. Live your best life. We'll be here when you're ready.
Products, so you can take Reliant Medical with you wherever you go.
Inside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Hey, I'm busy. You want the good stuff? Try
If I
somewhere
want
else.
chill vibes, I head over to you later.
Hey, get away from me.
I don't know what you think you heard, but maybe you should get your hearing checked. You didn't see anything. Catch my drift?
This song's got me so... Mate, there's no way. This slate. Bloody hell, is it that obvious? Damn ears have been ringing so loud, I can't even hear the beat anymore. Okay, you can have the slate. But next time I stop by, I want to hear a mod so sick, it beats the piss out of my brain.
They don't have places like this in Aquila, that's for sure.
Hey there!
I'm not in the mood.
Don't you have something better to do?
Hope you're enjoying the music at the lounge. I'm a little stoned right now, so let's take it slow, okay? A fan, really. Although, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They can get pretty possessive. Doesn't matter if it's my things or my time. Yeah, it's not all bad. Love can be toxic, or it can be beautiful. Sometimes, people just confuse the two. But, sounds like it all worked out in the end. I've got my slate, which means the people will get their trip. Inspiration's like a wave. Sometimes, it's hard to catch it before the break. That's what this slate is. A still wave. A feeling frozen in time. And I appreciate you bringing it back to me. Yeah, it looked like nothing was downloaded or tampered with. I'm almost glad it was taken by a fan instead of a competitor. Would have been awful to lose that thing. I was working on a brand new concept piece about floating into the center of existence. I'm not feeling it yet. I'm still working out the last few sections, but eventually I'll give it a spin in the Astral Lounge. Thanks again for finding that thing. Next time, I'll try and keep an eye on it. See you on the flip.
this shift doesn't end soon, my man is not gonna be out. Not interested.
Now is the time. Your safety is almost guaranteed. So go out and grab your... We also sell them.
Inside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Hey, buddy. Why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, shit. No, he told me he took care of it. He told me no one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. A friend, an old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him. Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora, and everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just... come on, just let me go. Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
This isn't who you are, is it? Only a couple of minutes to talk about some things.
Thank you for doing this, and it would be nice if it would stop raining. Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all. I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Genodyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty? Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security, did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up? Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here. Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
Quit staring.
If there's anything you need, yes, please have a look. Try and stay dry out there.
Grav jump spinning down. Will you just look at those stars?
You are cleared to dock at the clinic, the best medical facility in the settled systems.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
hello.
Ah, you're awake. Let's get going, shall we?
Ma'am, I'm just a courier.
I understand that. I'm not blaming you directly. Dr. Salvato, how long have you been here?
About a year now, Doctor.
And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies?
I believe this is the third time.
Yes, that sounds right. 3 times. I will be making it
Got
very
anything
clear
you need to
to your
offload?
superiors
Trade
that
authorities
lives
always
are
buy. Kiosk
And the
right
clinic
here for you.
requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
This plate needs something? New-ish. I've only been here a year, which, well, when you compare it against Dr. Darvish's career, it's not much, is it? I'm thrilled to have the opportunity, but it's been an adjustment. Very few cases here are simple, and most of them are medical emergencies. I guess that depends on what you consider a break. We get some time to ourselves. We're not on call all the time, but we're never that far away from it either. Now that I think about it, I haven't actually left the clinic since I got the job. I actually hadn't really noticed. No, not really. This is my home now. The people here are wonderful, and the work we're doing is incredibly important. That's what really matters. Hey, let's keep our voices down. The clinic doesn't exactly know I'm giving its supplies away. That being said, I've been expecting someone soon. I've heard Bayou really has a vice grip on Neon right now. I have some supplies I can give you. Should be more than enough for now, and it shouldn't draw any suspicion from the clinic. I'll have them loaded onto your ship. What the clinic doesn't know won't hurt them. That's why it's important to keep this as confidential as possible. I'm putting my job on the line to do this, but I know that the people of Neon need help. I'm willing to take the risk and skim a few supplies from the clinic. But if the clinic finds out, then I'm out of a job and Neon is out of supplies. Again. So, let's not be too conspicuous. He's a good friend of mine. We both worked at the same clinic in Aquila City. The work was hard, and I was really young and nervous. But he always looked after me during those days and helped me as much as he could. So, to answer your question, I'm doing this because I know for a fact he'd do the same for me. No questions asked. Of course, the people of Neon aren't going to heal themselves. You'll find the supplies on your ship. Hurry along before anyone suspects anything. The supplies I gave you are all like nice talking to you.
There's certainly no shortage of things to do around here. Welcome to the clinic. I'm Dr. Darvish, Chief of Medicine. Is there something I can do for you? I thought perhaps the name gave it away. This is one of the preeminent medical care centers in the Settled Systems. We take our work very seriously. This is hardly the sort of place one comes to sightsee. We have a particular focus on astrovirology here, so the patients we take on tend to have unusual cases that require long-term care, and sometimes require unorthodox or experimental treatments. We have an excellent track record that speaks for itself, but it doesn't leave room for much else. Now, I will not insist that you leave, but if you are intent on looking around, as you put it, please don't interfere with our work, and keep your distance from our patients. Would you now? Well, I suppose we could always use additional research specimens. The more data we have about what's out there in the Settled Systems, the faster we can diagnose novel illnesses. In theory, at least. I suppose we could consider you an independent contractor of sorts. We keep a database of known alien sedatives, but more data points are always welcome. If you could provide some samples, it would be appreciated. I am, yes. I took over from Dr. Eswaran when he retired 9 years ago. While the clinic does occasionally take on research projects that have their own chain of command, I am ultimately responsible for the entire facility. I'm afraid that information is confidential and restricted to our corporate partners funding the projects. The clinic has occasionally been faced with unique situations that might be considered hazardous in other facilities, but no, nothing that could not be contained and dealt with. Certainly. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of new worlds that humanity has set foot on. While many don't host some sort of life, there are more than enough that do. Any one of those worlds could be inhabited by all manner of pathogens, things we've never seen and have no idea how to treat. Someone has to try and stay ahead of what could be a very deadly curve. Here at the clinic, we do our best. If we do it right, no, not usually. An abundance of safety protocols are in place, and we have decades of experience. Ironically, this may be one of the safest environments in the Settled Systems. What we're looking for are basic organic substances. They could come from any number of flora or fauna on countless worlds across the Settled Systems. Just keep your eyes open as you travel and harvest things when you find them. Or frankly, if you can find them at a reasonable price somewhere, purchase them. I'm less concerned with the source than the materials themselves.
It's a grav drive. I literally can't get it. Here any faster.
What did you need?
If people running this facility is... So you do. Thank you. This will directly aid our research. No matter how much... Goodbye.
Need some work done?
Please state the nature of your medical emergency. You aren't looking well at all. Perhaps you'd better sit down. We both apprenticed under Mary Cartwright at the medical facility in Aquila City. Spent a heck of a lot of hours working together. Abby and I got along exceptionally well. Don't get me wrong, we're just friends, of course. She's young enough to be my daughter. I almost felt bad leaving her behind when I was hired to work for Reliant in Neon, but I knew she'd do well wherever she ended up. Reached out to her a few months ago when I ran into trouble here, and she's been helping me ever since. Great. Thank you for all of your help. You really came through for me here. Things could have been bad if you hadn't come along. Here, take this. You've earned it.
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
Thank you for retrieving the supplies for me. I trust you'll put this to good use. I have a few items left, I think. Let's take a look. You seem in perfect health to me. Stay away from Aurora before you get hooked.
Another day. I think I got them. What do you call them?
Clover something I can do for you, love? That's fantastic. I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And If he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you, and here, for your efforts.
Not sure if those Varun zealots live in space.
I'm applying for a job at Xenofresh.
Galbag ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems, so you can do your banking. Each of our baristas undergoes enhanced training to ensure you...
The Trackers Alliance always finds their mark.
What I don't sell ends up in drawers. Lights and vibes and a lot. Private sector. Now that's what
Here's where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean creating Aurora out of fish guts, I guess.
I can always take them off your hands. Hey, Chief, you got any creds you can spare? Thank you kindly. You're a class bass, you know that? I'll do my best to someday pay you back. Street's honor. This isn't a donation, it's an investment. Presently, no. Pastly, no. Futurely, it's a work in progress. Depends on how this fiscal quarter goes. But it's gonna take a lot for me to upgrade. I found a primo spot next to the Troll store. I got a roof over my head and all the garbage I can eat. I can't eat everything they throw out, but I can eat enough. About 6 years. I bet you could tell by how good I am at it. It took a lot of practice, and some work on my messaging. But if you got any feedback, Chief, I'd love to hear it. I don't know. You can learn something from just about anyone. But I did put you on the spot, so no biggie. You want to know the trade secrets, huh? I don't blame you. It's a lot like real estate. Location and timing are big. You gotta be visible, but not so much that people call the guards. Oh, I totally did. Found it in the dumpster right next to a half-eaten chunk. And it was perfect timing, really. You see, the other day, the wind got a nasty cough and blew away all of my business spreadsheets. That won't happen with this slate. It's like wind-resistant. I do. I write them on napkins you get from the eateries, and I use sauce packets for ink. It's not a perfect system, but it's pretty damn close. Way ahead of you, Chief. I was gonna wipe that slate like a dirty counter. You tell your pal at Ryujin, all his weird corporate secrets are safe. Got any creds to spare? Wow, you really did me a solid, Chief. I've got no words. Oh, it's all right. Once per day is enough. I don't want you to go poor. Bye-bye.
Hopefully we'll see some action soon.
What's up? Welcome to Xenofresh Seafood.
Welcome to Xeno Fresh Seafood. Would you like to try some trawl? Yeah. Bye, I guess.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake, but some kind of...
Too bad I can't. Can you believe Xenofresh charges us a licensing fee to fish in your neon?
Those pants with that shirt? It's a tragedy as far as I am concerned.
You know I went to Chasronaut, and you'll enter a world unlike
I can feel the life and happiness draining from my body already.
Can I help you? I see. That is actually an acceptable outcome. Given my deadline, I'll go ahead and rewrite the data and pass it on to the operative. If the data on the original slate has been erased, then no harm is done, save for the cost of the hardware. The cost will come out of your reward, of course, you understand. But thank you for your efforts all the same.
I've got my eye on you.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Don't cause any trouble.
I want to feel so much safer with one of those drone security robots.
Yeah, and the kid? Still going to...
Keep it moving.
Edside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Got the call. Someone's power kept going out.
What'll it be? You lost, kiddo? Sure. I just don't get too many quality customers here. Most folks head over to Newell's or the Emporium if they've got the creds. I'd say less than half my customers are legit. The others are just kids up to no good. Sounds like something a thief would say. I had some high hopes for this shop back when my husband and I opened it a while back. These days, if you ain't a regular, you're usually trouble. Course something happened. Ain't that always the case? Let's just say those hopes died a long time ago, and there ain't no reviving them. Snacks, drinks, odds and ends, typical convenience store fare. Thought we'd snag a few of the Astro Lounge clubgoers who might want something to go on their way home. Turns out we were more appealing to the local gangs. We'll see about that.
They say they don't need a programmer on board, but their shipboard system literally uses...
I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew. Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin. Solomon thought a small convenience store with cheaper prices would make a killing. Of course, the only killing made was when he got himself shot in a robbery. Now it's just me running this place, so you can see why I'm not a huge fan of strangers in my shop. Never heard of them. Now, are you gonna buy something or just annoy me all day? How am I supposed to know where he is? That's what I'm hoping. I try to be. Sorry, but I can't. I told you, I don't know who Headlock is. Now either quit loitering, or make yourself useful and buy something. Well, now that I know you're serious, we can talk business. Yeah, I know Headlock can't stand them. And I heard some of the other Sioka can't either. That boy doesn't know how to keep himself out of trouble. What'd he do this time? He's a customer. You're not here to interrogate me, so let's get back on track. Well, if any place should be terrorized, it may as well be the Emporium. In any case, if you're so desperate to find him, he and his friends are probably hanging out in Warehouse 4, somewhere near there. I gotta ask, what are you gonna do with them? That's one way to punish him. You'll just bore him to death. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a business to get back to. If you aren't gonna buy anything, you better run along. Take a look. Until next time. I'm watching you.
And who do we have here? You here for business, or to get your head caved in? Is that so? I'm not just some low-life thug anymore. I'm with the Sioka now. You mess with me, you'll mess with the whole syndicate, and that won't end well for you. The Ebbside Strikers. I ran with them for a good long while, but then it just became embarrassing. I couldn't even feed myself when I was with them. I clawed myself out of the gutter, and Sioka took notice. My talents were being squandered with the Strikers. I was too good for them. Oh, so you think you're funny, huh? Keep talking like that, and I'll make sure you're eating trawl through a tube. So go on, hotshot. Give me a reason why I should leave Tevin and his shitty little store alone. Go on, enlighten me. But don't waste my time. Sure. There may be some better uses of my time. Looking over your shoulder in neon can get old. I don't think things would be that extreme, but I guess I get your point. Can't believe I'm saying that. It kills me to say this, but I see your point. Fine. We won't go around to the Emporium any longer. Whatever. Next time, I might not be so nice.
You try anything, you're dead.
That side's a bad place for tourists.
Our trained and certified
Look at me. I haven't got the group.
You'll enter each of our unique starship models. Here in Neon, you live in the
Be careful. Headlock. Welcome to the Emporium. Oh my. Now that is a true relief. I thought I would never be rid of him. I'm not one to get involved with the rabble, so I'm glad you came along when you did. Thank you for your help. It was good to have you in my shop. Farewell.
Landing site is clear. Let's head down.
What is it?
About time you got up. I bet you needed the rest, though. Irvin would have loved to work on a planet with this kind of life.
that too.
Hey, you might want this. Jump complete. Want to do it again, just for fun? No? Maybe later.
Hailing unknown vessel. Colonists here in distress. Thank you for responding. We had someone jump in and leave without even saying hi. We're with, List, and we're just trying to get to our new home. But our grav drive is old, like really old, and I'm afraid it's giving up the ghost. Listen, we have kids listening, so, let's just say affirmative. Very much affirmative. We have a workbench here, but we need just common old iron. A lot of it. Then we should be able to jury-rig some repairs. Any chance you have some? We'll pay loads more than the iron's actually worth. It's just dead. The whole unit is like a brick now. No power readouts, the diagnostic log only says it's offline. Well, what we can read. I think some of the warnings are in Cyrillic. You know, those old Russian letters. If you can find or buy some iron, it's not like we're going anywhere. Thank you.
Suit is fully engaged, ready for anything. I have something for you. one instant, the stars are rearranged. And we are here.
Annihilate them!
Enemy propulsion down. They should be much easier to hit now.
Target ship's engine seems to be having trouble. Too bad. So sad.
What's new? Oh, right. Almost forgot about it. This is for you.
dogs down. My crew wants you to know how much we appreciate the help. Any way we can repay you? Transferring parts now. Can't stay here gabbing all day. Fly safe. You take care.
Hit to the grav jump. It's offline. Ah, there goes their engine.
Hit their engines and they are offline. The grav drive is up and running again.
Not good. Time to park this buggy.
Oh, good, you're up. Let's just pick a star and go. What do you think? In the mood to catalog some life forms? This must be what it's like to be a bug in a garden.
Tell me you scanned that one. Okay, good. You got it. What an absolute waste of brilliant minds.
That right there. Did you get it?
I have something for you. Everything checks out. Landing initiated. This is the biological frontier. Our suits allow us to venture into hostile territory. But imagine all of the places where even a suit isn't enough. One day, Hey, you might want this.
Yes?
Lay it on me. Yes, right. Here, check this out. Landing gear, check. Thrusters, check. Landing site, clear. Finally, you're up. Let's go. The unknown. Oh, wait. This kind of planet may seem inhospitable, but it's just ready for some real estate developer to come in here and turn the place into a classy resort.
I've got some time to kill. Oh, I'm fine. Time and space falls. Fine, let's go. Ha! This never gets old.
Just trying to stay one step ahead of the Crimson Fleet.
Landing now. perfect. We have so much. What strange little creatures we are. Bringing the comforts of our own environments with us as we explore places that are wildly hostile to our very existence. Landing site is sufficient. Taking the ship down.
You have my attention.
Sleep well? Let's hope. We have so much to do, to see, to enjoy.
Yes? Indeed I do. All yours. I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesiest hoagie to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable. Is something amiss? You do not need to ask me if you may ask. You may just ask. Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that. I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you. And that, I think, has worked out very well. You might find it absurd, but honestly, the Lodge. I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious. Thank you for asking. What have you got for me? Yes, you need me? I am always willing to carry an extra weapon. Or two. Or three. Come on. There are worlds to conquer. Another planet without native life. All we need to concern ourselves with, then, is other visitors.
not escaping.
You can't win.
Yes! Their grav drive is out of commission.
All in a day's work for UC System. Your designation. UC Vanguard. You people are a class act. Any way we can repay you. Done. You take care out there.